Hey guys, Typical Dave here. This is episode 42 of my Factorio playthrough, and in the last episode we built all our nuclear power. So if we look in here, we've got absolutely tons of power now. Like, we're only using the slightest little smidge of our total capacity. So what I want to do is convert as much as I can to electric, because coal is just a bit of a pain to get as much as we need. The amount of power that we have in just with the burners down here running on steam, these ones, they just gobble up so much. Obviously they've slowed right down now because this is providing all the power. If I look into here, let's have a look. Yeah, it's only using a slight little bit, it's only just ticking over, but I reckon we just totally get rid of it. Now I was trying to decide whether to absolutely completely knock it down or just cut off the coal to it and just let it run out naturally. But I'm thinking more because I want to clean everything up. A lot of this is going to get bulldozed soon. So I'm thinking for now, let's just rip everything up. We have no need for it, so might as well just start clearing everything up. So let's just pick all this up, pick that up, and let's pick all this up. And what I'll probably end up doing is I might just drop a chest down or something and just put it all into the chest out the way. Now I'm going to pick all this up too. I'm not sure if I rip all these power cables up, whether it's going to cut it off or not, because I'm not sure. It's such a mess, all the wiring. I don't know where anything is connected. But anyway, we've almost finished picking up this last bit here, and I've got one more. I'll probably knock out that radar, just rebuild it, that's okay. So I'm going to pick all that up, pick this up. Now, I'm not sure how this is all getting power up and down. If I click this, let's have a look. It's still getting full power, it reckons. I don't know if it's just because it hasn't ripped down yet or what. So let's just wait. Right, the connections, I believe, are definitely severed now. So if that's still connected, it must be jumping across up here somewhere. I don't have radar over there yet, so what I need to do is I'm going to drop another radar down just over here, and I'm going to stick one just here as well, just to make sure. Yep, that looks heaps better. Everything's under radar again. Now, while I'm thinking of it, that's completely empty. And so is the stone. Alright, so the coal and the stone have run out. I've been waiting for those to run out. So I can ripple them up too. If I move down, it looks like I missed a bit. There it is. I'll just keep them all in my pocket for now. But I'll probably end up putting them away somewhere at some point. Now, this coal line, it's not needed. You know what? I'm going to rip it up. Just so it's just one less thing in the way that's not confusing me. So if we just rip this up all the way across and then all the way down here. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I've got a lot of robots, so that definitely helps. So let's grab everything. I'm going to come straight across here. Wait, I don't think any of this needs coal, does it? Before I go too far. No, nothing's connected to this coal. So we can rip this up for sure. It doesn't look like... No, that looks all good to go. Right, let's just rip this up as well. And another thing I want to do is I'm going to convert... Even though I spent a long time building all this, it served its purpose. Mainly for marking out where I want everything. But I want to convert all this to electric. Now, it shouldn't take very long. What I've done in preparation is before, when I had the camera not recording, I severed the lines so that just while I've left the game idling, all the furnaces are running out. So it looks like a big majority of them have run out. All this is, the copper I still got heaps, but that's okay. And the reason I've done that is a lot of them were completely full, had like 1,000 inside each one. So if I'm ripping up, each row's got 48, that's You know, 48,000. I'm going to have very full inventory very quickly. So I didn't want that. Now, just up here, I dropped the chest earlier. These electric furnaces, so any that aren't being used for research, have been dumped in this chest. So I've got 659 of them. Let's make my way down here. That's completely full, but I don't need them, so I'm just going to leave it so the red keep trickling through. And how many of them? I probably need to grab all the blue belts that I've got. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,500. Now the question is, what's going to be the best way of converting these to electric? I wouldn't mind keeping the sizing the same or smaller, but I know the furnaces are bigger. But I'm just not 100% how I'm going to lay that out. So let's grab this. I'm going to come up to here. And so that I can get the measurements right, let's just grab this. And we're going to just use this as a bit of a blueprint. So I'm going to stick this one here. And we're going to use that as a guide. Okay. You know what? Might be easier. Rip this up. Clear this. I am going to grab an entire line. So just let my robots quickly recharge. It shouldn't take them very long. There we go. So I'm going to make my way up. Grab from here. And I'm going to go all the way to the top to here. Now I need to get across here somehow without getting stuck, because this looks like a nice big clear area. So if I build this, that'll work. Now for width I need 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now the question is, can I fit electric into the same layout? If I highlight this, is that exactly the same? It is. Just wait for my robots to come back. I think a pile of them need to finish building up here. That's fine. I'm just going to run up and let them finish. I probably didn't need to build the whole lot, but that's okay. I've got everything and I've got enough robots to make it nice and quick. And you know what I can do? I'm going to jump power across so there's light. Okay, so here we are. Grab some electrics. Now that is a very tight fit. So if I go like this, I can grab this one. I'm going to make this the same size, hopefully. I can copy this side with the way I do it. In. Now, the problem I see is I'm going to have to move these out by one on each side so I can feed in. Unless I can... Yeah, see, I'd be able to do it for this one, but not this one. So if I separated it one further, move this down, have 2 in, that would work. Oh, wonder if I can... Nah, see, because if I put a splitter here, we've got the same problem. So if this was like that, this one could take, but this one couldn't. Hang on, if I go like this, I wonder, yeah, you should be able to take straight from there. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Yeah, let's have a look. I want to see if that works. Because power would fit like that. I'm just curious to see if that will work. So, yeah, they do. I can do that. Okay, so let's just pick all this up. Okay, that's empty. Pick all this up. I can do the same on this side. And load in. Drop some lights in. You know what? I'm going to put 4 lights in. We've got tons of power. And the question is this power going to reach? Just. That fits perfectly. So I can repeat this pattern over and over again. So if I go, how many are going to fit? All the way up. It's a little bit short. I could almost get another one in, but how many is that anyway? Let's cancel this. How many was this side? I think it was 48, and this side is 36. I think they're twice as fast. 1, 2. So they're exactly twice as fast. Now, 40, that gives me 80. It's equivalent to 80. So 3 rows, hang on. 1, 2, 3. This is just easier to count like this. Is 144. So if they're twice as fast, 72. 236 is a 72. So 2 rows, like I've got here, covering up 2 would actually replace 3. And then 2 would feed together to make 1 output. So instead of 12, I only need 8. Okay, I think we're onto something. So let's just make our way over. What we want to do is collect all of this one. There's a big copy. Perfect. Let's just rip all this up. We don't need this anymore. So just let my robots get to work quickly. Shouldn't take them too long. That's why I like demolishing in steps if I can. It's a lot quicker. What I mean by if I can, it's if I can be bothered. Sometimes I just highlight the whole lot and stand in the middle. But if I've got something else to do, it's all good. Okay, so if I only need 8, I can shrink this down. And it's going to be slightly shorter, so it's win-win. There we are, just let my robots climb back in. Now, do I want the shorter on the top or the bottom? Probably the top. So there's more room to run cables around, because I can go down as far as I want. Okay, let's just grab this. Shrink this all the way down. How big is 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from this point on, I would need to, I'll make them copper. So if I make the next 8, let's use these ones, steel, iron, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means all these ones I don't actually need. That should leave 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So I'd still be able to use all this iron, but I'm going to have this as my iron output, and I'm going to make these my steel output. That'll work really well. Okay, so let's get converting. What I'll probably do is let's get rid of this, because I don't actually need the coal coming in. So I can get rid of all this. Let's continue making my way up if I can get off a belt, so I'm not running like crazy all over the place. Alright, so let's just rip this whole section up like so. And once this is all ripped up, let's just replace the whole thing with one of these new ones. So where does it have to line up with? Actually, I can bring this right down. There's tons of room down here. So if I have to redo everything anyway, I'm going to bring it right down to here. I reckon that's probably going to be best. So let's just paste this in and let this get built. hopefully this doesn't take too long. And I reckon that's going to be heaps better. So run this. This is going to go all the way up to here. And I can just sever the last of these connections. And then once that's done, that is perfect. I'll be able to switch everything over. Now it looks like this is slowing right down. What I've done on this side, it was only 1. I've doubled it to 2 to make it actually run out quicker. I think I'm going to have to do it to this one as well. Now this isn't getting used up at full capacity. I could probably just do this. Is it going to fill up the whole lot? It looks like it is. Okay, that'll work. Now, look how much more room I've got up here. I think that's going to be perfect. So let's just continue ripping all this up. So, I don't know how far across I had to go. I wasn't paying enough attention. So what I'm going to do is just rip up one line, work my way down, and start deleting all the way across. So let's just delete this all the way down to here. That's perfect. Ooh, I'm going that far across. This was only the first one. So in theory, I don't need any of those. I could probably delete everything that's here. So I think I'm actually going to do that. Let's just delete all of this like that. And because I don't want anything feeding in here, I could probably get rid of the whole coal. I could probably get rid of this whole line. Thinking about it. Because I've got to change all... The train station can stay here, but I'm going to change how it feeds out anyway. Because all these tracks need changing. Or do they? Yeah, they do, because it's set up for 3. That's okay. Just waiting for my robots to hurry up here. So let's just start picking them up manually to try and slow down how much power they're wasting. So just pick this up. Just going to creep across this way. And let's just keep ripping all this up. And hopefully this doesn't take too long. It looks like these are almost empty. Yeah, they're almost empty. So this is going to work out really good. So let's just rip all this up. Done. Now we can finish picking up all this. I really do need the biggest suit. Actually, is it researched yet? It is. I can craft one. Oh my god, that's going to take forever. Yeah, nah. I'll craft that using machines later on. So let's just make my way up. I just need to pick all this up. Somehow I've missed those two. That is perfect. So let's just get a second one in here. And hopefully... nah, what I won't do, I probably won't connect all this just yet. What I want to do is just continue ripping up all of these all the way across. I think I'm going to just replace everything. And that also looks nicer. It looks more condensed. Like, there's a lot of grass here. It just looks like it's sort of in the field. But this looks like nice and condensed. And what I'll probably do is, if I've got enough stone or whatever, I could concrete underneath it all as well. I reckon that would look really nice. I might even use bricks instead of concrete. So anyway, let's just rip all this, pick up all my robots here. Perfect. Let's grab these ones. Hopefully they can hurry up like that. Perfect. Let's just get on here. The only problem with all the burg belts so close to each other is there's not really enough room to run between them. Okay, that's looking good. Is that actually finished? It is. So now you've seen what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably stop the recording now and I'll rip up the rest of these off camera all the way across. Maybe not the coal. but definitely all the ones I'm going to convert to iron. So from here to this one here, all the way up like this. I'm going to rip all of this up. Now this is going to take ages, I think, mainly because all of them have coal, so every single one needs multiple visits. And then once I've ripped all this up, I'll come back and yeah, I'll rip everything up. I'm going to rip the whole lot up, and I'll finish this episode off here, and I'll see you next episode. And this V kind of looks like a Wi-Fi signal with the branches. Anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.